another video. So today I have a very fun video planned. We're going to talk about a new perfume release. It is actually a dupe, and so we're going to talk all about that. Before we jump into the video, if you would like to try out my hand creams, body butters, and lip balms, they are all pecan oil based and they're made right here in southern Arizona. You can try them out at sonodapecancompany.com or pecansilk.com. I will leave links down in the description box if you'd like to check that out. It would be much appreciated. And so without further ado, let's get right into this video. So today we're going to be talking about Angel's Bread. So this is by a company called Cerchi Nell'Aqua, and the name of the perfumer is Enrico Buccella. It is sold online in Italy on a company called Amorous Essence. And I don't know how long this has been out for, so I would have to check. I'm not sure. I'll try to maybe put what year it came out up here somewhere if I think about it. But Angel's Bread is a vanilla, powdered sugar, and yeast scent. It's very, very different. I don't have anything like it in my collection except for the recent dupe that came out, which is what we're going to be comparing it to. So I think it was about 2 weeks ago, DUA came out with a dupe, and it is called Heavenly Loaf. This is what the packaging, if my camera will focus, this is what the packaging looks like. It says Heavenly Loaf. It is a 1 ounce bottle. The juice is clear, and as you can tell in the Angel's Bread, it is turned yellow and it is macerating very nicely. So the more it sits, it macerates, it gets deeper and, you know, more smell good. So anyhow, this is a 3.4 ounce bottle of the original Angel's Bread, and then DUA just came out with the Heavenly Loaf dupe, which is a 30 milliliter 1 ounce bottle. So this is what the two look like. Again, if my camera will focus, this is the Angel's Bread and this is the dupe for it by the DUA brand. So I have never tried DUA. I know a lot of people like DUA. I've seen lots of people on the fragrance groups that I'm on go crazy for DUAs. They're, I think from what I hear from people is they either love it or hate it. This is the first DUA I've ever purchased, so I was actually really curious and I thought that this would be a fun one to get. So I got this on the first release of it. They had a second release. They only did like 800 in the second release, so I wasn't able to get another bottle, but I don't really need another bottle. However, let's talk about the similarities and differences in these two. So I, having again never tried DUA, was very taken aback at how spot on this is to the Angel's Bread. So the Angel's Bread, oh, and by the way, let's talk about the prices real quick, okay? So Angel's Bread sells on the Amorous website for 160, I believe, euros, which ends up translating into about $181 United States. And that doesn't include the shipping, which if you spend under $500, if you bought just that perfume, say, with the shipping, it'd be like $40, I think, or so, or $48 more, give or take. Don't quote me on that. But so it's very expensive. You are getting more. You're getting 3 ounces, okay? With the DUA, you're only getting 30 milliliters, so 1 ounce versus 100. And the 1 ounce bottle of the DUA is $40. So we're talking a price difference of about 175, 180 US dollars to $40 for the DUA dupe. Now, I've worn both of these on my skin, first of all, and I can tell you, so the original, I'm actually going to spray. If you hear something going, it's my fan up here. I'm so hot. I've turned my air conditioning on, but I'm like, oh my goodness. I've been run with the kids all evening, and now it's like 7 p.m. my time, and I'm like exhausted and hot, so don't mind me. But anyways, so the Angel's Bread we're going to spray on my little butterfly tester strip here real quick. The air is blowing it. Okay, so the Angel's Bread, and I believe I put the Angel's Bread, I talked a little bit about it in my Cerchi Nell'Aqua video that I did recently. I will leave a link to that up here if you'd like to go check that out. I do talk about several other Cerchi Nell'Aqua fragrances, so if you're interested in that. So the The angel's bread smells so good, and the more it macerates, again, the more it sits and stuff like that, the better it gets. I think the more it projects a little bit, and definitely the stronger it gets, the sweeter it gets also. So when I smell angel's bread, it reminds me of just like the white angel's food bread cake, with like a light dusting of like powdered sugar frosting, like very light, and then like a yeasty, not a gross yeast, just like a yeasty kind of bakery yeast scent. Now, the yeast in this is very light. It's not super strong, but it is noticeable. But I absolutely love this. I will note that both of these fragrances are very oily. So the original is oily, and I was curious to see how the Dupe would be, and the Dupe is actually oily as well. They're equal in the oil, so when you spray it, it takes it a little while to dry down. You will have that oil on your arms after using both of these. I just thought that would be important to note in case you were wondering. It is oily just like the original angel's bread. Now, I'm going to spray the Dupe real quick. And I love their little bottles, by the way. They're so cute. Again, this is my first Dupe. I'm like, oh my goodness, like they're so nice. Like the lid fits on really nice. It's nice and tight. It fits on there good. The bottle's cute. I wish they sold maybe like 50 mLs too, but they don't. The spritzer is really nice. It's actually more of, the atomizer is a little bit more misty where the original is not. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's a very fine mist, whereas the angel's bread, I'd spray it, but it kind of spraying down because of the air, whereas this is a mist. So the atomizer, I actually prefer on the Dupe. So anyhow, now with the Dupe, anyways. So when you smell them, like if I were to do a blind test, now I have a pretty sensitive nose, so I can pick it up, but maybe not everybody can. Like if I had to blind do this, it would be extremely hard to tell the difference between the two. Like honestly, I will tell you the difference that I find. So again, my regular angel's bread has sat for just a little bit, but when I tell you, now this is a light fragrance in general, okay, but the angel's bread is just a hint, like right now, and again, I was hoping the Dupe would be a little stronger, but I would say they're about equal on par, or that the angel's bread is just a hint stronger. And again, it's sat for a little while, where the Dupe is brand new. But having worn these side by side on my skin and smelling them on a tester strip, the main difference that I pick up, and it is ever so faint, is that I do notice the yeast note a little bit more in the original angel's bread versus the Dupe. I smell a little less yeast and more of the sugar aspect of it. But when I tell you that this is absolutely, in my opinion, and I haven't tried really a lot of Dupe fragrances, to be honest with you, this is like spot on. I was kind of taken aback, and to be honest with you, I would almost say that it would be worth it, in my opinion, if you don't have the money for the angel's bread, because it is very expensive. You could get the Dupe. I keep saying Dupe. I don't know what people call it, but I'll just call it both here. But anyways, if I was on a budget, the Dupe is definitely like almost spot on, okay? Like I smell the yeast a little bit less in it, but that might be good for some people, because I know a lot of people are always worried about the yeast note in the angel's bread. And I don't barely pick that up at all in the Heavenly Loaf. It is there, but it is nowhere near as apparent as it is in the angel's bread. So that is the only difference I see between the two. And it smells wonderful. Again, if you like kind of it's not like a super gourmandy perfume. Like it is sweet, okay? But I have sweeter perfumes that, are much more overpowering in the sweet department. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. I was so excited to get this. Again, it's my first Dupe. I think that it's spot on. I would definitely probably in the future try some more fragrances from Dupe, because I would like to compare it to maybe some of the ones on my shelf here and see what kind of things that I could dupe for the price, because honestly, like some of these perfume companies are out of control with their prices. Like I think the most expensive perfume that I have, there's two. I have my Baby Cat by YSL, which was like a $275 bottle. And then my 3.4 ounce bottle of Love Don't Be Shy by Killian. That was about a $300 bottle. So I think they actually do have dupes for Love Don't Be Shy though. So that might be something I might buy and do a video comparison on here at some point. Let me know if that's something you would enjoy. But yeah, that's my thoughts and takes on Cerchi Nell'Aqua's Original Angel Bread versus Dua's Holy Loaf. Both very nice fragrances, almost completely spot on. Like literally, I'm trying to do quick math in my head, like $135, $140 difference between the two, and they literally almost smell identical. Like I would say this is like 97, 98% spot on. If it had a little bit more of a yeasty note, and I don't know, maybe we'll do another video. I'll come back in like 3-4 months and see if it macerates a little bit and starts to bring out the yeast note more. I don't know, but that is the only difference I detect, is a little less yeasty in the Dua Dupe and more yeasty in the original version. Otherwise, notes are the same, smells the same oiliness, about the same projection. I would say the macerated Angel's Bread lasts a little bit longer than or projects a little bit more than the Dua. But honestly, Dua did a good job. Wow, that's a tongue twister for you. But yeah, this is, I just wanted to show the bottle. I don't know if I can show it a little bit more close up, but it's like so cute. It's got a little loaf of bread on it with like powdered sugar dusted on it. It's so cute. So cute. Love it. Atomizer is very, very nice on this one. I like it a lot. And yeah, but I mean, hey, if you want to go for the Original Angel's Bread, if you have the money, if you're in a fragrance group, if you can find it for sale, I did just list, I had a partial bottle of it, and then I bought a backup bottle of a full-size bottle. So I sold my partial bottle of Angel's Bread because Lord knows you can only go through so much perfume, and I didn't really need like a full bottle and a half of Angel's Bread plus the Dua Dupe, considering they are literally almost spot on. So yeah, I sold that recently, but I am going to keep my Angel's Bread original bottle and my Dua. I can definitely see myself using both, spraying them both at the same time, you know, if you want a little bit more of the yeasty note. But yeah, that is my take on the Angel's Bread versus the dupe for it by Dua. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Have you been able to get your hands on the Heavenly Loaf? I don't know how often Dua restocks, but if you're able to get your hands on it, I would definitely recommend, especially if you're trying to save some money. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, please. Let me know if you've tried it out. Have you tried out one, both? What are your thoughts on it? What are your feelings? Yeah, just leave me a comment. I'm interested to know. And thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to check out my website, again, that's sonoitapecancompany.com or pecansilk.com. And I do have a video coming soon. I've just been really, really busy trying to plan some summer travel trips and things like that. And just had my hands tied with my 3 little kiddos. Love my sweet girls so much, but they make me look really exhausted at the end of the evening. So I'm sorry if I come to you in these videos late in the evening, but that's my time to film, and I try my best to do it. I meant to have this video out to you guys like a day or two sooner, because I got it like 2 days ago, but I just haven't had the time. I've just been really busy, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.